The father and son used all their strength to turn the valve, but even after using up the last bit of their carried oxygen, the rusty valve didn't budge at all. Just as they were about to give up, the stubborn valve finally showed some signs of loosening. However, before they could celebrate, a strange sound came from behind them. When they turned around, they discovered a giant electric eel flashing with electricity charging towards them. Realizing the danger, the two quickly turned the valve, but in the next second, the two narrowly escaped and continued to turn the valve. Little did they know, the electric eel turned around and came back at them again. Fortunately, at the critical moment, the valve finally turned to its limit, and the hatch that had been closed for hundreds of years was successfully opened by the two. The panicked Xiao Shuai immediately crawled inside, but before Qiang Gei could make a move, the giant electric eel charged out. Luckily, Qiang Gei reacted quickly, narrowly escaping with his life. Then, Xiao Shuai took out a glow stick and quickly found the drainage valve inside the cabin. With the press of a button, the water inside the cabin was drained in the blink of an eye. When the father and son entered the cockpit, they were surprised to find that everything inside was intact. After some fumbling around the control panel, they soon found the start switch, and as the switch was pressed, the lights inside the submarine flickered on for a moment before going out again. Xiao Shuai was instantly filled with despair because the volcano on their island had already erupted, and the entire island was about to sink into the sea. This submarine was their only hope of escape. Fortunately, Qiang Gei remained calm and then crawled into the equipment room, only to find that the centuries-old batteries were already depleted, and charging them required kilowatts of power. What could they do? At that moment, there was a sudden flash outside the windshield, and Qiang Gei immediately thought of a brilliant idea. He then connected one end of the wire to the battery, and tied the other end to a harpoon. Then he put on his diving gear, stood at the bow, and prepared to use the electric eel's power to charge the battery. As Xiao Shuai waved the flashlight, the provoked electric eel immediately rushed over. Qiang Gei seized the moment and quickly threw the harpoon. The paint electric eel thrashed its body, and thousands of watts of current instantly filled all the batteries. The submarine, dormant for hundreds of years, finally started up again. At this moment, Xiao Mei and the other two finally reached the edge of the cliff, but before they could spot Qiang Gei and the other person, the coast suddenly began to shake violently. The ancient city in the distance was instantly submerged by the sea, and the entire island seemed to have entered an apocalypse. Just when the three thought they were doomed, a strangely shaped submarine suddenly burst out from the sea, then opened its hatch and pulled them inside. However, the crisis was not yet over. Seeing the massive rocks continuously falling ahead, Qiang Gei could only cautiously maneuver the submarine to dodge them. As a huge rock was about to block the path, Qiang Gei immediately let Lao Hei take over the controls, while he picked up a missile and loaded it into the launch chamber. With a loud bang, the mountain-sized boulder was instantly blown to smithereens, allowing the group to finally escape danger. As the submarine sailed into the Pacific Ocean, their thrilling adventure came to an end, and Xiao Shuai won the heart of the beauty, living happily ever after. The film ends here. Stay tuned for more examples, where the food is as good as it looks.